This is Professor Michael Chapman. I'm one of the most experienced IVF doctors in Australia. I believe that an important part that I can contribute is to educate patients in relation to fertility, infertility, and all that involves. These series of podcasts help to educate you. I hope they are helpful to you. If you wish to know more, however, I'm more than happy to have you contact me via email, which is profmchapman@gmail.com, or make an appointment to see me on 9138 4222. Then there are diseases that are potentially hereditary, which we don't know what the genetic background is. So, for instance, schizophrenia would appear to be a genetically handed down disease, probably a combination of abnormalities in the chromosomes. But there's certainly, if you go back through someone with schizophrenia's family history, you'll probably find there's another one somewhere along the way. So we do make a block and suggest that particular donor with schizophrenia not do it. In terms of other mental diseases, ADHD, for instance, there's still controversy as to whether that's genetic or environmental, meaning what's around in the place and what how the child grows up, as to whether that's a problem. So probably with ADHD, we would actually take someone on board. However, we would be saying, as part of the selection process for the recipient, we would be telling them that this person has ADHD. The other issue, generally most donor banks don't take men over the age of 50. And that's because there is a reasonably good evidence that the risk of autism is slightly more common in older men producing babies. It's not a strong thing, but it certainly makes us a little bit nervous when we are creating a child. We don't particularly want any possibility of autism. But in the natural population, there are lots of older men with younger wives or partners who have conceived children who are absolutely normal. So it's certainly not cause and effect, immediate cause and effect. But we're cautious with donor sperm. We don't want to create something that may be abnormal. Other genetic diseases that can be handed down, things like diabetes, would appear to be more common. But if a man came and they were diabetic and they're well controlled, we probably still would take them on as a donor. So there's grey areas where a man may have some degree of illness, but we may carry on and do it. The other obvious thing that we do is the things like infections. And if we have infections, and we're certainly not going to be undertaking sperm that could be infected, albeit we do from time to time when a known donor comes along and they have HIV, for instance, we can use that sperm by preparing it properly. But for non-identified donors, we certainly would not want that.
And don't forget that you can access all the previous episodes by going to our website, www.theivfjourney.com, and select IVF Journey podcast from the navigation menu.